one had like crawled in my mom's ear and like made her partly deaf because it like messed up her ear and it like chewed and it ate her eardrum. And she said it was like
Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Jordyn, and here we're joined with...
I'm Sanaa.
I'm Meg.
I'm Opey.
I'm Deborah.
So, I was thinking about like fears, phobias. Do you guys have any random just like things you don't like fears, phobias of things?
If there are things that I really didn't like, there's a lot of things, frankly. Like, I don't really like bugs or bug bites.
Okay.
I used to have a really bad fear of heights. In 6th grade, we did this thing outdoor, and I probably talked about this on the podcast, and I was chosen for this activity to do zip lining. Let me tell you, we were so high up in the air. While they were harnessing me in, I was like, am I gonna die? Am I gonna be okay? And then once they pushed me off, I was like, oh god, oh god, oh god. But it was actually really fun. I actually recommend that you try a lot of things that might be scary for you, because it's actually really thrilling as an experience. And I'm now not as afraid of heights, but I still don't like to be high up.
Okay, I see that. I am like the opposite. I'm I love adventure and things. So zip lines are right up my alley. But my husband has a big fear of heights. So trying to get him, he'll do it, and he said the same thing. He was afterwards was that wasn't so good. I liked it. But yeah, I have these weird fears things. So one, I feel is not as weird. I do not like crickets of any shape or form. Any kind of the little crickets, any kind of the big camel crickets, whatever y'all can call it, sprickets, spider crickets. They got all these demon names. They look like little demons crawling around. I don't like them. I had a very traumatic experience with them when I was a child. Fun fact, my dad used to breed and sell exotic animals and exotic reptiles. So we always had crickets in the house because that's what you feed spiders and things. Honestly, that would have been better. They got out and one had crawled in my mom's ear and made her partly deaf because it messed up her ear and it chewed and it ate her eardrum, and she said it was horrible pain. So literally I see them and I'm y'all cousin did this, I'm not messing with y'all.
Wait, so did that happen at once or did it go over time?
No, it happened very quickly. One night it just crawled in there, and then she it ate away at her ear, and then the next day she had to go to the hospital because she didn't know what it was. She just had really bad pain there, and they had to pull it out, and they said it
was still in there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, they pulled it out with tweezers. So that's my I have an excuse. And that's a legit phobia. But then my other phobia is I don't eat spaghetti at restaurants, ever. Because when I was a child in elementary school, I only ever ordered spaghetti out at restaurants. I would only order chicken tenders and fries or spaghetti. Didn't order anything else. And I am unfortunately a perfectionist to a fault. It's it's not an exactly great trait, but literally one time I ordered spaghetti and I spilled it on myself at a restaurant in 3rd grade, and I vowed to never eat spaghetti again, and I literally have not. I literally have never ordered it out again in my entire life since that night. I won't do it.
Wow.
Yep, my spaghetti phobia.
Someone's gonna order it at a spaghetti restaurant for you?
No, I can't eat it. I cannot eat it, Opey. It is
3rd grade?
Yes.
Well, that spaghetti restaurant one was interesting. That cricket one's horrifying, and it's gonna haunt my dreams now. Thanks.
That was my goal. I wanted like a one that would be like, oh my gosh, that's terrifying, and then one that cheered the mood up a little bit. That was my whole plan. You gotta switch it up. What about y'all? Have any weird things or like legit phobias?
Ooh, my worst phobia is spiders. I cannot deal with spiders at all. Anytime there's a spider, I have to get one of my family members to kill it, and somehow they do it. I don't even know how. But that's I hate it. I remember there was this one time I was in my hallway, and I don't know why I remember this, but it was like 2nd grade. And it was a VeggieTales coloring picture. I don't know why I remember that exact day. And while I was coloring, while I was coloring, a spider came from a web down from like my attic, and it came and it landed right on my hand, right as I was writing on there.
No, he tried to really come for you.
Yeah, maybe wanted to color too, Maybe.
He wanted to learn about Jesus.
Yeah.
VeggieTales.
He was interested.
Yeah. I would not like that either. I'm not afraid of spiders, but I don't like them to like touch me. So yes.
Spider-Man.
I'm not deathly scared of spiders. It's more like when you see all the different kinds of spiders, it's kind of like interesting to me. But if I ever see one not in an enclosure, I'm getting a sample, bro.
Oh, I understand. My 13th birthday present was a spider from my parents. That's the kind of person I am. Yeah.
For me, my biggest phobia is probably claustrophobia. I'm extremely claustrophobic, and I think it's gotten better like over the years. But like at one point, like it got so bad, like if my brother like held a blanket over my
head, I'm the same way.
Like I would literally freak out, and I'd start screaming and punching, and it was just really bad. But that's me. I also went like go-karting once, and I don't know if this is like claustrophobic or anything, but that big helmet that you have to put on made like my heart race, and it was like really scary.
Interesting.
Yeah, and the other thing I'm afraid of is cicadas.
Oh, girl, yes.
I have some stories.
When the cicadas came out, I have one specific story that I want to share.
I have a story after you tell the story.
I love being outdoors. I love walking. But when those cicadas hit, I think I stayed inside for literally 3 days straight because I couldn't do it. Like, I really couldn't even go on a walk. It was so bad.
I believe it.
And I was at my hairdresser one time, and like I got my hair done at her house, and she has like a younger daughter, and we're like really close. So do you know like when you go to wash your hair, like there's like that sink sometimes with like a little spray that kind of detaches.
Oh dear, there's a cicada in there.
Okay, so we had one outside, and I was like, okay, like we're good. So my hairdresser's daughter was washing something with like a little spray thing, and then I found a cicada on my hand, and I started like hitting it on my thigh and jumping, and I didn't even notice that it was gone. So it flew off my hand, went to her, and then the sprinkler from the sink like splurted out water everywhere, and like the water was everywhere, and then it was on carpet too. So we had to clean it all up, and ever since then, like we didn't go outside.
I mean, honestly,
so
that's
bad.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
That's a smart choice.
Those cicadas were annoying. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, wasn't there a time where one of them got on Tolo?
Yeah, they got on like you, Tolu, and they almost went on Mom too. Like the cicada, if it wasn't for like me and Mom walking behind Tolu, he probably would have went into like the store we were going with the cicada on his.
It was
leg.
on his.
It was on his leg.
No.
He didn't notice it, and like even I had my terrible experience with the cicada. Now I don't like having things on my head.
I understand. So you guys all know Kristen, right? She's been on some of the other podcasts we have. So her and I went out to eat, and first of all, I will say, like, my bad. I picked like a restaurant that apparently is like the mecca of all the cicadas. Like, I swear I had never seen so many in this one place. And so like we had parked, and she like, got out the car, and they were just everywhere. So we go in the restaurant, we come back out, and she has her baby in like the car, her car seat, and she's like, Meg, I can't do both. Like, I can't get to the car and the baby. So I watched Emmy, and she went, got the car, and brought it to the front of the restaurant so that she wouldn't have to walk over to where all the cicadas are. So she opens the car door and is like either putting her food in, I can't remember. She opens the car door, I'm behind her, and a cicada flies out of the car towards her. And meanwhile, I'm right behind her. She screams, backs up, steps on me, and literally falls in the middle of the parking lot, just screaming. Also cut my foot, by the way, but it was my bad for standing behind her. But I had never seen someone so terrified. I know they are. But she was like, I don't even know how I'm gonna drive home. She was like, are there more? I mean, like, there really could have been more. I did not see that one fly into her car. And then just seeing it fly towards her face, I felt so bad. It was an experience. But, I mean, the lunch was good. It was just soured by the cicada, her falling in the parking lot.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah. But I mean, honestly, I have decided that I already told my husband, like, we're starting to save up now because in 17 years I'm taking a 60-day break from Maryland. Like, I'm literally like I can't live through it again.
Yeah, I went to go visit my uncle and my grandma in Indiana, and this was like towards the end of the cicada stage or whatever, and there were no cicadas there. And I think it's like that in so many places.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then where are they? Like, is it just in Maryland? I know it's not just in Maryland, but like, why aren't they here? And I was so happy. I was kind of jealous, actually.
It's only like 4 or 5 states that
Really?
that have
we end
them.
up here?
Right.
Why Maryland of all places?
Right.
Punishment? I don't know.
God said, like, I feel like we're pretty safe from like hurricanes. Like, yeah, we get like the
Maybe
bad
it
rain and
balances it
stuff,
out.
but like, yeah, and like we'll get like a stray tornado here or there, but we're not in like that tornado alley. We also like will get some snow, but not like 8 feet of snow, so God was like, they can't be like the best. They can't get like no natural disaster. So I'm gonna just give them cicadas, but only every 17 years.
It needs to be balanced.
Yeah. He was like, I made it too good for them there.
Like Florida, they have their disasters, and like everyone who's around water, they have their problems. And we are like around water too, but
Right.
we were just too good to be true.
Exactly.
So we just got a little curse.
Yeah, just needed a little sprinkle or something.
Yeah, just like those cicadas that just flew everywhere. And there was like a moment where the entire street was just filled with dead cicadas.
Oh my gosh, yes. It was the worst.
And it
Crunchy.
smells so bad.
I know.
I was like
It was
around them, like tiptoeing, like I don't want to step on them. It was
Yeah.
just,
No, I was not a fan. We have a dog, so that's like the unfortunate thing about a dog is like, you have to walk them. So like we had to go outside, and so my husband bought a beekeeper suit to lock the dog in so that the cicadas wouldn't hit him.
I mean, it's smart.
Yeah.
Smart. It's efficient.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, Amazon has everything. So, got it, that 2-day Prime shipping, and it had like the mesh around the like hat and everything. He was set. I mean, he still didn't go outside. One time in it, but he was like, Meg, I can't. They're like just flying all around, flying past me. He's like, I just can't see them. I don't like them. But yeah.
Any other fears?
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Besides everyone's fears of the cicada.
I mean, honestly, that's a universal fear. There's,
I feel like, that's something that we'd have in common.
yeah.
I feel like if you didn't have a fear of the dark when you were like really little, you were probably just a suspicious kid. Like,
Agreed.
I had such a bad fear of the dark. Like, you know that feeling when you're like in the basement, right? And your parents want you to like come back up, and the light switch is right there. But you know how dark it's gonna be?
Yes,
Bro, I turned into like the Flash. I was like,
Yes.
You have to time it too. You have to go switch and then run.
Yes. You have to be ready. It's like one movement.
Yeah.
That could be a sport. I
Yeah,
swear.
it really could be.
Definitely. Because I feel like it's a level playing field because everyone has done it.
Yeah.
So we all can compete. Right.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Opie's like, nah, I was never scared of the dark.
Honestly,
This
I
is
was
what we
slightly
realized.
afraid of the dark, but I just went like, I'm still just like worried that one day somebody's gonna jump me when I'm sleeping, and I'm just gonna be.
I think you were more afraid of me as a child. not like for any malicious reason. It's just like my mom told me that when I was a baby, right, that I would babble, right? And my other brother, he didn't talk a lot when he was a baby. And so Opey was like, all right, why is this one making
So loud.
noise? And why is this one not? Why does this one keep following me? And why is this one avoiding me? He was just like, bro, what is this?
Right.
Honestly, if anything, I think I just have a fear of social interaction, I suppose.
Don't worry, he gets better. I think.
Yeah, because I really don't think I talk to people all that much, and honestly, I still don't. I just keep to myself a lot of the time.
Has being in quarantine impacted that at all? And like not being able to talk to so many people?
Yeah, like I think I talked about it in a previous podcast, but I was like, I think I miss talking to people and also hugging,
I feel you.
and it just feels so much better to talk to people who aren't the same people you're stuck in a house with.
Yeah.
I understand.
I feel you. Yeah, the pandemic was rough. I mean, we've had no interaction, and then we had cicada interaction, and then no interaction again. Like, yeah, it was a lot.
Like when the pandemic started winding down, like I think this was also around cicada season, like late cicada season. I wanted to like try roller skating, right?
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I have my own skates at home, and so I invited two of my closest friends because we didn't like talk for a while, and like one of them, she just moved like schools, which is really upsetting. But like it was so fun to catch up with people that you just didn't get to see. And honestly, we had like a lot of sleepovers. We watched anime together. It was actually really, it was just super cool.
You also ended up buying something for Amanda.
I did.
Was that one of your friends?
No, Matilda. She was one of my
I buy so
friends.
much from Amazon. I would love to learn how to roller skate, but I have this kind of fear of falling because it happens so much. I'm like a bit of a clumsy person. At least that's definitely what my husband would say. But I think roller skating is so cool. But I just know, like, I would fall so much. Like, my hands would just be cut up, my knees would be cut up. I'd just be standing on them and just would be afraid the whole time.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of how my mom reacted to roller skating because she wanted to come with me. She, while me and my friends were in the class watching the instructor, every time I turned my head to the left, I would see her at the edge of the thing, holding on to the railing for dear life. And she was walking like this.
Yeah, that'd be me. Because
Yeah.
I'd just be, yeah. That
Roller
would be
skating
me.
isn't actually,
ice skating.
Oh,
it's not that hard.
Yeah.
Because like, all you gotta do is just move your body like this, and you move
Wait,
forward.
you want to come in front of the table? You
Yeah,
won't be
yeah.
yeah.
You just gotta like move your body like this, lift your feet a little, and you move.
Okay.
It's not that hard. Like
Yeah, I
you gotta
do it and I'm super clumsy. So
Yeah.
you gotta trust yourself too.
It also takes a lot of balance, which
I mean-
I'm gonna be real here. I don't think I have a lot of that.
I agree on myself. I don't think I have a lot of that either.
I used to balance on the edge of like my parents' bed frame. It was like really long and thin, and every time I would be in the room alone, I'd just be walking across it trying to balance. I don't know why it was so fun. It was just super cool.
That's gonna be my takeaway from today. Is I'm gonna get over the fear. Maybe I'll buy those roller skates. Try balancing on the side of the bed. Yeah, overcoming some fears. Maybe.
Yeah, commenting on what Deborah said, I still do that, like walking on like the bed frame. And I feel like a gymnast, And like when I actually do, I'm like, thank you. Like
Yes.
when they do at the Olympics.
Same with like walking on the curb, like on the side.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks for sharing your fears. Yeah, Sanaa, do you want to close us out?
Okay, thank you for tuning into the podcast. Be sure to comment, share, subscribe, and like the video. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
That was actually pretty
It
fun.
was fun.
That was a good one. Thank you.
Good job.